If you're waiting to become a doctor before entering into this business, you will miss the opportunity. Putting the lab scientists on their own payroll and then getting all the juices from the laboratory. Let me be very blunt with you. These things I'm going to mention are illegal in Nigeria. Must you be a medical doctor to own a hospital in Nigeria? The short and straight answer is no. You do not have to be a medical doctor or a medical practitioner to own a hospital in Nigeria. But you must have a licensed medical doctor to run it legally. Now, let me break this down clearly so that you fully understand the law and how smart investors operate. There is a lot of money in hospital business. Believe me, at the end of this video, you will see other ways in which hospital businesses make money, why you as an investor should consider opening a hospital, and the other things you're supposed to do in order to make good profit from a hospital business. Let's go into it. The first is the ownership and practice. This is where people get confused. There are two different things. First, the ownership. That is the business side of it. You can invest your money, register the business with CAC, indicating it as a hospital, because your CAC must actually indicate the kind of business that you're doing in Nigeria. The ownership build and equip the facility. Even if you're a banker, a business person, an investor from the diaspora, or any common person in the diaspora that thinks, I need to invest at home, I need to start something for myself, maybe I want to return home later in the future, you can start a hospital business. You are allowed to own a hospital in Nigeria. Now, the practice side of it, that is the medical side of it. This is where the law is strict. Only a licensed medical doctor can treat patients, sign medical documents, be in charge of clinical decisions, and according to the Nigerian law, only a fully registered medical practitioner can legally practice medicine. That is under the law by the Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Number two is what the law actually says. This is very important. Pay attention. The most accurate interpretation of this from regulatory guidelines is that the law clearly states a non-doctor can set up a medical facility, but a registered medical doctor must be in charge of the medical operations. So in simple terms, you can own the building and business as an investor, but a doctor must control the treatment and the medical side of it, according to the MDCN, Medical and Dental Council of Nigeria. Number three is the mandatory requirement for every hospital. Every hospital in Nigeria must have a medical director. That is the practitioner in charge. And that person must be a fully licensed doctor. The person must have years of experience, most often 5 years and above. The person must be registered with the MDCN. This is not even optional. The practitioner in charge must be a fully registered medical practitioner with a valid license. Now, number four, let's consider what is illegal. Many Nigerians do this wrongly. And as an investor, you don't want to take the wrong steps. It is important that as a potential investor, you watch videos like this so as not to make a costly mistake that may bring you totally down. Let me be very blunt with you. These things I'm going to mention are illegal in Nigeria. Opening a hospital without a license, using a doctor's name just for paperwork. You know some people do it in Nigeria, where you pay for the license of a doctor using his name. You just pay maybe 1 million to 5 million naira without real supervision. And then you start running the business on your own. This is illegal. Running medical operations as a non-doctor, this is illegal. And this can lead to shutdown. It can lead to fines. It can lead to criminal liabilities because lives are at stake. Now, like I do tell you on Fooby Finance, we have to reason like smart investors. How do smart investors do it? Point 5, we are talking about the reality in Nigeria. They structure things properly. They go for one-on-one consultation before they dabble into the business, so as to see someone who can guide them for them not to make a horrible mistake. Do you know that we offer one-on-one consultation for any kind of business that you're starting? A lot of times we engage people that are already licensed and certified in that field. Whether you are trying to open a gas plant, you're trying to start a hospital, you're trying to start a school, we're here to give you guidance. Send an email to foobyfinance@gmail.com or click our seller link. You'll see the options of consultation and other services we offer. Now, let's go back to the business. The model smart investors use is the investor owns the business. The medical director runs the clinical operations. You are the founder and CEO as an investor. The doctor is the medical director. This is the legal and scalable structure for an investor. Take it or leave it. The simple explanation is owning a hospital is like owning a school. You do not need to be a teacher to own a school, but you need to hire qualified teachers. I know of bankers that own schools, but they hired qualified teachers and the schools are doing well. In fact, they are one of the best schools right now because the idea from banking, idea from other sectors in life actually help to push the business better. So the same thing applies to the hospital. You don't need to be a medical doctor to own a hospital, but you must hire one to run it. If you're waiting to become a doctor before entering into this business, you will miss the opportunity because healthcare is a capital-driven industry. That is why we are calling on investors, real investors, to invest in the healthcare system of Nigeria. This is one system that people are scared to go into because they do not understand it. We are here to put you through, to help you understand how the process works, how the structure works, and other ways in which you can make money. Many hospitals are owned by investors, not doctors. And the final tips I want to give you are other ways in which hospitals make money. 1. Hospitals make money through ambulance services. There are many hospitals that you see having an ambulance in their premises. They are not just using it for their own hospital. They are renting it out to other hospitals as another side business in addition to the main hospital business. And the business is doing so good. You can make a lot of money on ambulance business. The second way is laboratory. You would notice that most hospitals have in-house laboratories. That is another place they make their money. So all the monies they're supposed to take out for sonographers and other lab scientists to help them make decisions on the result of the test, they are doing it in-house, thereby putting the lab scientists on their own payroll and then getting all the juices from the laboratory. The third way is diagnostic centers. Ooh, some of them have full-blown diagnostic centers out there. So they refer you to those diagnostic centers and they are making fantastic money on this business. Men, do you know how much it costs to do x-rays? Do you know how much it costs to do scans? Scans like MRI and others. These hospitals are making great money. In fact, to tell you, some of these equipments may just be 15 million naira. And then one session or one test is 300,000 naira, 500,000 naira. Now tell me, if the equipment is 8 million naira or 15 million naira and one test is 300,000 naira, in how many minutes will they make that money? Because people are falling sick. As long as we are imperfect, sickness is a viable business. Any business that handles sickness is a viable business. The fourth way hospitals are making money is through pharmacies. You see that a number of hospitals have in-house pharmacies. Yeah, because of course, when medicines are being supplied at the rate of 400 naira, they are selling it at the rate of 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira. Some will even sell it 5,000 naira because they are in the hospital. So guys, hospital business can make you crazy money. Some people have in-house hospital and have a standalone hospital outside the business of the hospital where they refer you to, and other walking customers will still be going there. So you see that the hospital business is a business that can make you a lot of money if you're a serious investor. Now, if you make consultations with us, we will also tell you other ways in which hospital business make money in Nigeria this year 2026, and we will be able to walk you through all the processes for you not to lose on your business. Now, if you watched to this point, do not forget to like, subscribe. My name is Olufunke Odode, and before you go, watch these videos next. I'll be seeing you in the next.